everybody? It's me, Trader Max. That's not Trader Max.
That's me.
That's me. Here we go. How you doing, everybody? It's me, Trader Max, here from the Shogun Gun Show, and welcome to today's Tuesday show of Shill, Chill, and Alpha. Now, what do we got going on? Some great stuff today. Our sponsor today is Stinkcoin. That's right. I know everybody's wondering why Stinkcoin. You don't know why Stinkcoin. That's a tough one. But that's how we start out the show. So Stinkcoin is going to be sponsoring today's show, which we really do appreciate, where we have Space Cadet today, as well as Stinky P. Stinky P is going to be the rep. We appreciate you being here, buddy. Thank you so much. We're also going to be joined by some great panelists. We got GB from Memezilla. I don't know if we got our other one on yet. Mr. Quinton, you can kind of check down below, as well as all dolled up. Coming to us. Where'd you go? There you go. From the Sharby coin. I think I said that right, didn't I? I hope so. Right, live on air errors.
You did. You did. You're all good.
Okay, good. All right. So, but I'm going to explain to you how the show. We're kind of running a little bit behind today because we had a lot of great stuff happen. So we're very excited. So the Shill portion is what we're going to be bringing out. We have 3 panelists today. We're going to be using our sponsor as a panelist today. If we don't see our sassy buddies come up here pretty soon, we got to get them in. But we're going to be talking about a lot of great stuff in our chill portion. But the shill portion, we're going to have a couple of our people down below. These are the shillers that come. You could be a shiller, you could be a panelist or a sponsor. And so we're going to have 2 of the down below shillers come up and talk over a period of time. And then once those 2 are done, we're going to bring out a panelist. First up, in that side for the panelists, we'll choose as we go at that point. And then in the chill portion of the show, we're going to talk about some of the things that are happening in the industry. And I don't want to jump on the bandwagon of bullshit that's out there. And this is not about political, right? But we got to kind of talk about the political venue as in crypto, and what does that look like for us and your stake and your ideas of what, should presidents or people in politics have cryptocurrency coins and all that kind of stuff, influence the coin matrix into that process. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing. Now, in the alpha portion, we're going to be, it's about a 2.5 hour show today. So bear in because we're going to be able to talk to a lot of people and a lot of things today. We're going to be talking about our alpha. Now, the rules for alpha is simple. You must be working on the alpha. Alpha is it's on your server or you're building it or you have this thing and it's on paper and it's in the network. It's not just sitting in your brain. You're not hoping to, make a rocket and shoot to the moon and maybe one day it'll happen. This is real alpha. And then why I want that is because we want to be able to track that, from the call to the time. So very, very powerful. Who do we just bring up?
So that's Memezilla. He's on here as a panelist today.
Oh, good. That's right. Sorry about that, GB. All right, so you're up here on the points. See if you can get his links up. Talk to him in the private chat there. So we're going to get started here. We're going to do a little bit of an announcement, and we can come out and talk for a few minutes. There is chat rooms. We are being simulcast with some awesome people today. We got Stinky P. He's putting us through his Twitter. We got All Dot Up putting this through theirs. We have so many. We're waiting to see if we can get Stinkcoin's system on. We're trying to get Memezilla's in. We're trying our best to get everybody linked in and on board. We never have enough time. At the same time, we're going to be doing shares that you'll see on the screen about all these different coins and these different matrix and different things. And I'm going to be showing some of the stuff. If you want to share your own screen, if you're a panelist or you're a shiller and you feel like you could share your screen well enough, great. If not, I will go to all the points where you need me to go. Real quickly, I'm going to let you know right now, we have a little internal contest, right? And this is where we get all of our panelists, everybody who is actually streaming up. We see how many streamers, how many viewers that we can do. And as most of you know, that viewership is very important to any show that's out there. I'm going to click on my share screen here, and I'm going to show you what I'm referring to. And boom, and hopefully nope, it's that one, screen 2. I have too many screens. And you kind of see, I just took a screenshot. We're sitting at 198, right? 199, just hit 200. But you see that there's a breakdown there of consecutive viewers. These are people that are actually sitting there watching us right now. And that's the beauty part about this, is that you're a part of the show right now with that. And with Shogun Cryptos being at 95, Sharpie Coin hitting 40, Trader Max doing 24, Space Cadet hitting his 48, and Trader Max over on YouTube, yes, probably has Amy and one other person. In that one, it only has one, but I think the other person just showed up. So if you're watching over on YouTube, get in there and say something and have some fun with this. Now, also in the chat room, okay, wherever you are at, if you get your team, get them over to your chat, get them over to your Twitter account, get them in there, putting in all kinds of things that you can do. You know, links and emojis and just about anything that you can think of. Get them in that room, start supporting it, make the comments, ask the questions, get them involved, right? Show the other things that are here, give congratulations, put your thumbs up out there, make sure that you be involved with the network. Lastly, as we get into putting this information out there into the world today, please keep it real, keep it fun, keep it positive. Don't try to put out too much FUD. If you're a CTO, focus on the now, not how you got there with all the bullshit that happened, but focus on the great things that you're bringing to the table. All right. So let's begin. Normally, we would do a quick intro to the show, but today I'm going to talk to you about real quickly our sponsor which is Stinkcoin. And Stinkcoin came to us a little while ago, and we started talking about their project and their network. They're going to come in as a panelist today. And we're going to talk about their organization and what they're doing. And it's not just, you know, a silly little fart thing out there or whatever. I mean, it could be something, but some of these are really bad, by the way. I mean, yep, that was a good, I probably have to go check. But all you 12-year-olds just took a giggle at that, and I really do appreciate it. But we're going to be bringing Stinkcoin out as one of our first talks in the network, but also as the last to Shill. So I'm going to come out. We're going to do a quick introduction to everybody, but right after we get started with our intro. And of course, have it queued up right here. Nope. There it is. Hi, doing everybody. It's me, Trader Max from Shogun Gun Show. You're watching the Gun Show here, and this is Tuesday, January 21st, 2025, and we're here with some great coins and great networks. Our sponsor is brought to you by Stinkcoin, and make sure that you check them out in the descriptions down below, and we're going to jump right into this process with the Shill portion of our show. All right, everybody. So we're here, and we're going to be coming in and talking about some of the first people on, but we're going to do a quick introduction. We have all dot up for Sharpie. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. I'm super excited. You're doing amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. I love being on this part of it because, you know, being the dev of a multi-million-dollar coin and all these programs and things that we have, this is my favorite part. I got to be honest with you. I love getting out there and laughing and having good and meeting some great people like yourself and everybody else. So thanks a lot for being here. I can't wait to hear all about Sharpie and what you got. I know you do a show as well over on StreamYards, so I can't wait to see that. We also have in our midst, where are you? Did you go? There you go. Space Cadet from Stinkcoin, of course. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Great to be here, Max and Quentin. Yeah, just excited to talk about Stinkcoin and all the different smells.
Well, we heard some of the factors in there that I put in there, but I can't wait to find out what the smells are. A little nervous, but, you know, I live in a household with some good farters, too, so it's all good. Hats off to Chloe. And then we also got GB here from Memezilla. My man, how you doing? That's all right. That's what happens. It's I don't know if it's stage fright or mic fright or something else, but we'll make sure that we get back with you within the process there. We do appreciate you being here today. Now, before we actually jump into the show portion, I'm going to bring somebody up. On what was it? Saturday's show. Was it Saturday's show, Crimpton? That we had Monkey up?
Yes, I do believe it was a Saturday show.
Okay, Saturday show. So as you know, we're going to come up. We're going to shill out 2 people down below. We also have our other co-host. I'm sorry, I did see it. We have Crypto Quinton as our co-host here, buddy. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. I love being here. It's a fantastic place.
And of course, last but not least, Mr. Amos Burton. How you doing, buddy? Glad to see you here.
You too. I'm doing well.
Yeah,
Going to be a good show.
we're gonna have some fun today. And even though that we're sort of rocking out with some things that are happening, we're still doing okay. All right. So the first person up, and again, the last show, I think it was on Saturday. We had somebody who was here to Shill, but every time we went to them, their mic, something was happening. So we're going to bring him up right now, just in case there's a mic issue in the process. I'm going to add him up to stage. And we got Monkey. How you doing, buddy? Uh-oh. Here we go again. Is it me? Is it Memorex? I don't know. What's going on? Monkey, can you hear me, buddy? Oh, no.
We have it down that you're currently muted, Monkey.
Yeah, it always takes a second to find that.
There you go.
Hello.
Woohoo! Yeah.
We're back. Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, no worries, my man. How you doing today? And we got to get you in real quick, buddy. Tell us a little bit about Monkey.
So how it came about was, we're a group of people, that we got together. We wanted to do CTOs. Unfortunately, the previous ones didn't work out. But, we finally got a good grip on one.
Uh-oh. Did that rug out for me as well, or is that everybody?
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Oh, no.
Can't hear him.
Oh, boy. Sometimes these things happen. It's unfortunate, and we do apologize, Monkey. We kind of lost you there, maybe because you're driving down the road trying to loosen your load. You got 12 monkeys jumping on a bed. You never know. You never know what's happening. Well, get the doctor in there and have him help. We're going to try again. One of these times, we'll try when we come up. Mr. Quinton, let's pick somebody. Oh, we also brought up Stinkcoin as well. If you want to get your login and get on and put your X account on, if you have any questions, please go into the private chat. Mr. Quinton will drive you through that process as well. Who's up down below, Mr. Quinton, that we have that's on our list that we can get up?
Yes, sir. So one of the I'm just gonna go from top down. I got Kit with Veronica being here. Well, I totally remember I used to put her at first all the time, so that's not purposeful. She just top at the list on my page. I swear. I swear it.
But is she on our list on the show list that people signed up for today?
Yes, sir. She is.
Okay, good. Then Kit it is. Veronica, how you doing?
Hey, good evening, good afternoon. I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Doing very, very well.
So, yeah, thank you for having me. This is the first time for me being in a video space like this. So I'm glad I managed to navigate through it. And I would like to tell you a bit more about Kitsune. We are 10 months old, originally a Rates to Earn community. And just after Christmas, we have CTO'd. And we are a fresh CTO, so we got few things sorted already. It is gosh, I'm really sorry. This is unusual for me to be shilling like this without seeing all the spaces, bubbles, and everything. I don't know where I am.
That's okay. That's all right. Listen, this is a tough one. You see on the screen. This is your chart. I'll go to your website. You tell me what you. I try to keep the pace of it so everybody can see. Show it like you do in our spaces. Just close your eyes and just tell me like you normally would tell us what you guys do.
So, yeah, we had originally the Rates to Earn bot, but then it stopped working in the summer. So we took it off the market and we have created a really cool meme. The name of the meme is Baby Kid. So this is our old TG.
Okay.
We are currently in the process of migrating to new TG, which is kid_CTO.
Okay.
The deck screener is not updated yet because we are waiting for the website to be finalized. So
Gotcha.
this is more of a shill.
Just a verbal shill. There we go.
Some of our community members have posted underneath your spaces on X link to our main X, where we are currently running a competition. It's a giveaway. Very simple. Just follow the new main X account, and jump into the TG. And the prize includes $50 worth of Trump and
Nice.
$500,000 of
Whoa.
Kitsune.
Wow.
Because the TG migration was very easy for us, but the X migration is taking a bit of time, so we are trying to
I
amp
hear
it
you.
up a bit. And just to explain our meme, so he is Baby Kid. He is the son of the Stone Fox, and he drank his mama dry. So now he is on a quest for
Oh,
some
you didn't
kitty
say
milk.
it. You didn't say the titty milk. I
I
was
didn't.
waiting for
I know.
titty milk today.
I have to jump to it. And yeah, we are creating fun and lighthearted art, a little bit naughty, but also hilarious. And as I said, we've CTO'd, so it was an amicable separation. We are now divorced, and the CTO team is really bullish. We are having lots of frequent meetings. Our TG is like super busy. The community, it has like a breath of fresh light in them as well. And we are cooking. So once all of these, we just need to update the deck screen on the website, and we are cooking so many interesting things. They're all going to be arty. I don't really want to say too much. The main reason why I came on today is I really wanted people to participate in the giveaway and to give us some love on the new main X account. And in terms of the chart that we see in front, so just after Christmas, we were on 30K. That's when the CTO happened, and you can see that we've been doing pretty well. So we moved from 30 to, I think that now we are, what are we, 55?
61. So you're doing
61,
good. You're doing good.
even better, yeah.
Listen,
So
the
slowly
whole
but
thing,
surely.
the whole thing about a chart, looking at a chart like this, is that in the progression of a CTO, you're in an uptrend. You're doing fine. Everybody has pullback. Everybody has value, right? Like traders and investors want to see, low barrier of entries. And as long as there's work being done and change happening, that's the big thing. So you're doing that. And I appreciate you being out here, hard working, getting those things out. Lots of great stuff. Make sure you stick around with us today. And we appreciate you being here today. Once you do get all your other stuff up, all the credentials and your website and your Twitter account and all that stuff and Telegram's in and everything's upgraded, let me know so we can do another show with you and really get through and dive into the whole thing. Sound good?
Yes, amazing. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. All right. So that's basically how it's done, right? When you got mics that don't break and things that don't happen. But as a quick station identification and everything that's going on and a level drop, you're watching right now the Shogun Gun Show. And you're on our channel here, but you're also on many other channels. We have our panelists from Sharby. We have a couple other panelists that have some great process, but I'm going to do a quick screen print of our live, and you'll see exactly how many live people that we have. We have at that time of that clipping, because it's just flying up through the charts here. 578 people watching right now, listening to all the great shills that are here, and you can kind of see the crypto. Shogun Cryptos is taking the lead. Finally, I'm good. I thought Sharby's definitely going to be catching up to us and killing us here, along with Space Cadet, the single guy in here from Stinkcoin. He's going to be killing it. Poor Trader Max is only sitting at 42. We have an all-time high over on YouTube at the moment for the show of 4. I think Amy has some friends come over or what have you. If you're watching on YouTube, please say hi in there, of course. I know I see Crypto Hawk and a few others over there. Bluey Bear, I see in the house. Thank you so much for being here. But we just wanted to do that quick up in there. It just hit 600 people from 578 to 600 and a blink of an eye. And it's just growing and growing and growing. Can't wait for the next phase here. All right. So, Mr. Quinton, who do we got next?
Yes, sir. So before we pull on our next shiller, we also noticed he was here just a second ago. Ransom is here representing Sassy, and he's going to be one of our panelists for today.
Cool.
So he was here just a second ago.
There he is.
Here he is.
There he is. His pretty face is right there. What's up, man?
Hey guys. So I'm actually having some trouble with my electricity in my house. I have electricians here, so my Wi-Fi is going in and out. I'm on my phone. Things were not ideal, but I have made it. So sorry for being late.
No worries. Long time no see.
See you, Max. Yes.
How you been?
Nice talking to you. I've been all right.
I think it's the first time I've actually physically seen you. We've talked a million trillion times, and
same. So it's nice to see your face. Gorgeous, handsome, just like I imagined.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, so like I said, the morning's starting a little less than ideal for me, but we're getting the electricity figured out at least. I woke up smelling something burning from my breaker, so not ideal. Not ideal. But anyway, let's move on from that. That's getting fixed. Oh, and for that reason, so I'm on my phone. I wasn't able to, again, the Wi-Fi is kind of going in and out, so I had to connect to my phone. I'm not able to simulcast this on the Sassy account because I don't have it delegated on my phone. So
yeah, it wouldn't delegate either. You have to have direct access to it.
I knew it. I figured so.
Cool. Yeah.
That's fine. Well, yeah, if I can come back sometime in the future, we'll get that figured out, and I'll have
Dude,
Josh.
Of course.
So.
Sassy here. Fuck yeah, let's go. Right, you can come back anytime in panel.
Right
all right,
on.
but for now, we're going to drop you back in. But we're going to get some other people up. Who's up next for the Shill portion, Mr. Quentin?
Yes, sir. Okay, so up next we have Hoodie.
No way. This can't be real. This can't be real. Hody.
Hi guys, can you hear me well?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm all good. You?
Good. I mean, I watch the guy's videos all the time on this stuff, man. Is this really from Hody?
Thank you for having me here. Thank you. I'm Joseph. I'm here representing Hody. Our dev has been really busy the past day with some personal life stuff, so the team represents, let me see if I can share my screen. Okay. Yes, tell me if you can see the screen.
I have to pull it up from the bottom. I don't see it just yet. Okay. Mr. Quentin, do you see it down below?
Not right now.
All right, let me just check something. Is it better now?
Yep, there it is. Add a stage. There we go.
Perfect. Right now I could talk about the charts, but I guess it's pretty easy to find a chart of a project. I'm just gonna say that we're around 600K market cap with the whole Donald Trump and Melania craze. We had a little hit, but it did not stop the team and the community from working hard. So I more want to focus on the identity of Hody. One of our motto is NSC, Never Stops Cooking, because we've been around here for the last 9 months. Whatever the market is, whatever the price action is, whatever the vibe is, we're always going to be there working hard in the trenches, both the community, the team, our dev. We're always going to be there developing and growing the projects at different level. Here you can see our charismatic dev, Kev the dev. He's got his own YouTube channel where he's talking about the Hody project, giving some tips and tricks for people developing their own meme coin projects to be able to do it in a good way, in a safe way, the most efficient way possible.
I gotta interrupt. I gotta interrupt you just for 1 second, my man. And I don't like doing this in somebody's pace of their chill, but this isn't a normal show either. Kev the dev, man. When I first started, I jumped back in. He's been around, since I got in like almost a year ago now. I started watching his videos, and he helped me watching his videos helped me set up the TG, my very first TG, and then sort of getting through some of the other bullshit, like what to do, what not to do. Very, very cool to see this come around. That's why I was like so skeptical. I was like, this can't be Hody. No way Hody's in our little space. But it's tickling my fancy so much to think that Kev the Dev's coin rep is in this place of something I created by watching some of his videos at the beginning, man. So please let him know that he inspired me to be in this coin system.
I will 100% let him know, and I know that in one of the next space he will probably be either a sponsor or a panelist. So because he's been really interested about it. So it's just that today he was not able, and I was like, you know what? Let me take the opportunity. I'm not gonna waste the opportunity to be in an extra space.
Oh yeah, right, dude. You rock, and I appreciate that. And I just wanted to let you know that he's welcome, and you're welcome here anytime.
100%. So yeah, basically, one of the main focus that we've been having over the last few months was finally getting our play to earn action games out on iOS and Google Play Store. It's finally out. I'm really excited about this. It's on iOS right now, and it's soon is going to be on the Google Play Store. We've applied. It's just all the technicalities of
course.
Android and iOS to be able to have an app available on their Play Store. I'm just going to play a very quick gameplay of the game. Basically, the whole concept of the game is to beat the scammers.
Little jumper game. Yeah.
Who
Awesome.
have those anger issues around against every single one that is trying to scam us on any single platform, red tools, all those new coins, pumping and dumping. Yeah, that's
All
why
those
this game, like,
scammers.
I'm really excited. I love playing it.
Awesome. Well, perfect. That is
You can see
amazing.
all
I like
those
that. Very
videos
simple.
of gameplays. Yeah, say it.
Yeah. I love it. It's awesome.
You can see all those gameplays on the YouTube channel, on our X account. If you come hang out on our Telegram as well, you'll see the vibe of the community. As I said, we're working hard day and night. We're really trying to create something genuine, honest in this space where people feel safe leaving their money. I know you'll seen the craze with the Trump and the Melania coin, and
Oof,
I
yeah.
was not able to sleep this whole weekend because of those things. Like,
Of
literally.
course. This is the first time in a
And-
while that I was nervous on, like, I didn't see this Solana market get hit that hard, and Jito and all the other things that were happening. We were watching it in the back scenes. It was crazy. But
yeah, like, that's why, like, being in with Hodi for the last 9 months, I've been able to go to bed, spend time with my family, with my loved one, with my friends, without any worry about the price. The price gonna do its thing, but the team, our dev, our community is always gonna be there regardless. Someone's gonna take the role of leading the play if our dev is busy with family stuff, if the team is busy. Those are things that we really don't have to worry at all. And I have absolutely no doubt that this project's gonna reach our lucky 7 target, 7 billion market cap, and even more.
yeah, there you go. That's awesome. I don't see a problem with that. I mean, especially with all when watching the coin when it first launched out, and the multiplicity of having multiple coins with different cats and different characters and all that stuff, which is awesome. It's what spurred me to do my sub coin network here. I can't wait to see what's coming out from you guys. But thank you very much for being here today. I want to be conscious of everybody's time because we got a lot to get through. But dude, I cannot wait to see if you and Kev the Dev ever want to sponsor a show and come out and do one. You just let me know. We got you, buddy.
Like, I believe one of the future space, as soon as he's done with everything that he has to do right now, he's probably gonna participate. He says that, like, your work is really legit, really good. So it's definitely the type of thing that he wants to be a part of.
That is awesome. Boy, get me fluttering inside, buddy. I appreciate you. All right. So that's how it's done. The first 2 shills out of the box there with 1.5. We got Monkey, who I don't know. Monkey came back in. I don't know if you should we do this again? Should we try Monkey one more time?
So here's the thing. I think Monkey got dropped, Monkey got rugged or something like that. Memes is in. I was talking to him inside the private chat. He's gonna be in here to sub for Monkey a little bit. But his mic's not connected into the system yet.
Gotta get the mic in there.
Yeah. So if you can get your mic allowed, and we'll get you up as soon as possible. But you can try Monkey's main thing. I can see his mic unmuted.
Cool.
You want to try?
Let's try. Let's do it. Real super quick. Ooh, there
we go. Super quick.
Monkey,
hello.
You're there. All right. Hey. You got, like, with all the attempts that we've done this, you got like 18 seconds to shill. No, I'm only kidding. You're fine. Give us, what do you got, buddy?
Sorry about that, man. It's just I've been on a tough one today with the reception out here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the chance to be able to get on here. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you caught any of that. We're a CTO group that we try to catch projects after they rug and stuff, and they try to bring them up. We've been working on this one for about 3 months, 4 months, and yeah, man, the sky's the limit.
Okay, I was only kidding about 18 seconds, but there's the website that we see on here. Cute little monkey, loving it. I know that there's been some punches on the chart itself. Like, there's a little bit of stuff that's happening, but everything. What is the market without some sort of controversy, right? You know, this could be whatever. This is a bad monkey. This is the monkey that fell off the bed. I think we joked about that the other day. But you know, that's what it is. But you know what? You're here, you're shilling, you're working, you're getting it in. Another barrier of entry or retracement. Actually wonderful. Great job. Anything that you want to tell of anybody about Monkey? Like is anything coming for Monkey? Is there's some good stuff
we
coming?
definitely have a lot in store. I can't really say much about it because, you know, I don't want to create expectations, but
because loose monkey lips will sink ships. That's right.
Yeah, but by February, most definitely there's going to be some surprises coming.
Perfect. Love it. Well, I appreciate you hanging out and the tenacity of still being here and coming back in. That's the time, but you know, pretty cool. All right. So I'm going to drop you back down. I want to make sure I'll probably bring you out again here in a little bit.
Thank you, boss.
Let me drop you back down. You got it, man. All right. So now that the couple of shillers have been out of the way and we finally resoluted with Monkey, we are now, I want to bring out one of our first finalists or panelists here, finalists. We're going to bring out All Dolled Up from Sharby because I really want to hear about this. I mean, I know Sassy and I know some of the other coins that are here today. And when, you know, this 2 or 3 minute shill in this process is only part of it because we get to talk to the panelists in our chill portion as well as our alpha at the end. All right, so up next for the first panelist shill is All Dolled Up.
Hello, everybody. And everyone can hear me okay in the studio?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for having me and thank you for having Sharby. I think, you know, Sharby turns 2 years old this week, which is really exciting. But if I can quickly share my screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Go
ahead. Let's see here. Share screen. There we go. Okay, there's so much for me to say about Sharby, but like I said, we've been here 2 years and Sharby is a paid to hold meme token. She has gone through some transitions, but last week we launched on Base. So she's the multi-chain queen of memes. She is a female meme coin. And we really want to see this female meme coin go into the hundreds of millions, the next multi-billion-dollar meme coin. I can say we've been building for 24 months. We have a legalized DAO. We have a KYC team. We're multi-chain on Solana and Base. Wow. We have a paid-to-hold revenue structure. Last March, we created the Sharby Dream Factory, which is an umbrella for our utilities and our revenue streams to fall under. We have deflationary supply. We have amazing memes. We have an amazing community that we've built for 2 years. We have a BBC, which is our Boom Boom Capital Investment Fund, where we pay quarterly dividends to those who qualify within our whale team. And we're really trying to change what to expect from a meme coin, right? I think this is going to be the new narrative. And something unique that Sharby has that I'm sharing on the screen here is our Git book. So if you need to DYOR, this is where you can go. We have created a Git book. Over here on the left, you will see welcome to Sharby, but anything you want to know about Sharby, we've put it in here. Okay. And it talks about everything. There's shill sheets. You can go to buy and charts, how to buy on Solana, how to buy on Base. Why should I invest? Okay. We're going to tell you why it's a good investment. We're going to talk about our DAO and how we make decisions and how decisions pass. The ecosystem. So this is everything encapsulated within Sharby's ecosystem, the rev share, the fund drops from Sharby.fund, which is launching in the next 3 weeks. And I'll get to that in a second. Our Dream Factory. We have the BBC Boost Club on Solana Chain. We have the Hot Seat, which I host on Mondays, and our weekly YouTube updates on Fridays. But really, if you go to Sharby's X, give us a follow. Go to the link for the Git book, and anything you need or want to know about Sharby should be included in here. If not, you can come to our TG. Someone is in there 24/7, and we'll answer any questions you have. But I do want to really quickly talk about, we have Sharby.fund, which is launching on Base Chain. We should be into testing this coming weekend. So we are very excited, and a really big thing about Sharby.fund, we are making this advantageous not only for the developer, but the trader, the buyer. There's going to be lots of rewards, and the biggest thing on Sharby.fund will be the referral structure. So when we launch, you go into Sharby.fun and you connect your wallet. You will automatically be generated a referral link. If you share that referral link, and you can share it out to friends, and they come on and they start trading or using Sharby.fun, honestly, you can get up to 25% in fees. So we're going to be collecting fees, and you can have a portion of those fees for life.
Perfect.
There's
Can
just
we
gonna
go?
be
Can we go deeper in that in the alpha portion of the show? Is that okay with you?
Oh yeah, sure. So that was
Good.
my intro to Sharby.
There you go. Thank you so much. I want to save some of that for the future of the show there. So because there's some great stuff that I know that you got coming too along with that Launchpad. We're also launching a Launchpad not on Base but on Solana, which is a very similar process to what you'll be doing there as well. But we've been doing this and we're about to launch this week. So it's absolutely wonderful. I'm glad you're here today in the process.
Thank you.
All right. So that's how it's done there. For the panelists come in, talk a little bit about the Shill. We're going to get a lot more time to talk to All Dolled Up from Sharby, as well as from Ransom and from Space Cadet, from Stinkcoin, from our sponsor. Where's everybody else in there? What's the other panelists? It's here. Sassy and Zillow. Zillow's still here, right? Guys from Zillow still here?
I see his account. He doesn't have his mic linked up.
Okay. Got to work on that stuff. We kind of get that in there. That's okay. So here's where we're at. So we're going to bring up another Shiller from down below. Now, but before we do, I haven't done a station identification or account yet for the last little bit. So we're going to do one right now. I want everybody to know that this is this is not some brand new way to do things in like the software and all that stuff. There is some things that we do with API control and where we send everything out and how it goes and what we do. And so the method to the madness behind here was to get from doing spaces that we were getting rugged on to get this gun show on. And you're watching the Shogun gun show, a little play on words here, but this is where we get a chance to flex out who we are and have fun with it and have a conversation and also talk about the great things that are to come. We have 961 people. We're not even 3/4 away for the first hour, and we're going to be breaking records already. We hit an all-time high of 1,700 on our Saturday show. I'm pretty sure we're going to hit 2,000. My goal today is for 2,000, always growing it. Even if it's 1,704, we'd be doing great. Now, I'm going to take a quick screenshot so you can all see exactly what we got going on. So you know that I'm not sitting here bullshitting you. Oh, there it is. It's right in the middle of our banner there. Dumbass. There you go. Live shows from right there. Shogun Crypto's at 418. Sharby Coin at 164. Space Cadet. I don't know, man. You were like, I don't know if I should put my Twitter on. Yep, I think you should have, which you did. 307. Mr. Trader Max with his little tiny 70. And now Trader Max's YouTube channel with its all-purpose 5. Yeah, 5 people. Count them, bitches. It's all there. I'm taking it over. It's YouTube. I swear to God. I thought you were going to do better than that, YouTube. You should. All right. So that's our little show there. So, Mr. Quinton, who do we got up next?
So up next, we have had someone who's been super patient inside of here. I'm going to bring him up right now. It's going to be Z's, if I pronounce that correctly.
That's a lot of Z's in there.
Yeah, thanks so much for the invite, Quentin. And I appreciate it. I was having a little bit of technical things this morning, but we got them all sorted out. So it's Ziz. So you were very close. His name in real life was Aziz Shavergian.
Oh, gotcha.
He's an Australian, so you're really close because his name was Aziz, but he pronounced it Ziz, which was kind of his bodybuilding alter ego. Ziz is getting shredded with the Angels right now.
Yeah, I heard
so, yeah, so Ziz was pretty influential back in the early days of live video streaming, and basically
he was some of the first live video streamers in the day of. If I remember correctly, I'm not overly familiar with him, but I've heard research, and I think we talked a while ago, and I think you did a show on one of our shows before, or somebody did from them. But I love the fact that you're here today. Thank you. Sorry to
Thank you. Yeah, it might have been Quentin Twitter Spaces maybe, but I'm in Spaces all day, every day. You know, trying to spread the word about this, and So Ziz was he would use like a combination of 3 or 4 different kind of, I guess you could say, social chat boards and things like this. I don't know how to share screens or anything like that. I'm new to this.
I got you covered, baby.
But thank you. Oh, I so appreciate that. Thank you. The website looks great on this page. This is a CTO. So the project was launched on pump.fun. I'm just a community member, a community lead. working for my bags, the same as the rest of our community leads and community members, you know, and we're just trying to really, this meme coin goes beyond a meme coin. This really is a legacy brand. This really is a, you know, we don't have ownership over the brand or anything. If anybody did, it would be his brother. Chess Bra is his stage name, I guess. He's a bodybuilder. We do talk to him. You know, he's a very nice guy. He gets back to us all the time about, you know, he wishes us a lot of success. We are trying to onboard him as well. And that's kind of a process that it's in the process. He's very slow to get around to, but he is receptive towards the coin. And I don't want to say anything like he, you know, he doesn't promote the coin or anything like that. He has nothing to do with it. He's very supportive though. So I will say that. Yeah, and Ziz would mainly use like a series of like 4chan and obsolete video chat boards and message communicate to 5 or 6 or sometimes 20 people at once. And he would just answer questions about bodybuilding, about how to get shredded, as he used to call it. He wrote a Bible called the Ziz Bible that is pretty much like a blueprint on how to get, you know, he wasn't into like, did you say rich?
I said rip. Ripped.
Oh, ripped. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And he, you know, he wasn't ever demeaning towards anybody. Like if you were a scrawny guy that pulled up, he'd tell you about how he used to look exactly like you and how it took him like 2 years of a really strict regiment lifestyle to get shredded. And I'm still in the process, you know, but I'm working on it. But, you know, and yeah, so we're really just trying to spread the message of Ziz, which is really one of triumph and perseverance. He sold his World of Warcraft account for $500, bought a gym membership with that money, and the rest is history. And so we're just trying to spread the word. Tomorrow, we're going to be at Blockchain Week in Miami for 4 days, and we're handing out 20,000 QR codes and 10,000 free Ziz Pepe NFTs to anybody that wants one. Yeah.
Love it. You're getting out there and getting the action, and you know, it's hitting the boots to the ground is always tough, right? But when you got that kind of hard work involved, you know, anybody can. I don't say anybody. It takes a pretty strange animal to be able to promote just online too. So I mean, everybody's got their way of doing things. I don't say discount any one way to do something. Like when we first started this, everybody's like, nobody's going to fill out a form to come to a show. I think you all filled out a form to come to a show today, didn't you? Yeah. So
absolutely,
you know, so you can never say that something won't work. Right. And, you know, everybody's like, oh no, this is the way to do it on Spaces. Don't do it in live. And, you know, I love this feature, right? I'm not afraid of the camera. I mean, I have a face for radio, of course, but I don't mind putting my face to it because it's who I am. It's what we are. And I love that you're here and you got your cam on and you're representing this awesome CTO today.
Thanks so much for the invite, Quentin. I appreciate it. Good to see my friend Veronica in the room, and Veronica's been like a constant meme coin CTO lead companion in the space.
Awesome.
Like an advisor in the space.
Yeah,
word. Yeah, and just a good friend to have the whole ride. And you know, I do have a bag of Kitsune, and it's in such a buy zone right now, as a matter of fact. And so I'm very bullish on Kitsune, and the team led by Veronica behind it is the moon is the limit.
Amazing. There you go. Thank you so much for being here. Love the coin. Love the message you have. Please come back as many times as you can. If you got some new stuff that's coming out, please throw out some stuff to us. Talk into the chats, hit us up in our TG, whatever you need to do. We'll support you all along the way.
Excellent, Quentin. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. I'm Max. He's Quentin.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. It's all the way around. It's fine.
That's okay.
We both sound the same. All right. All right. So thank you very much for being here. We appreciate you. Next up, so we have a few things. I just want to let you know, as another just quick announcement, we have gotten to a point of over 1,040 people on the show. This is fucking amazing. We have so many things, but I also wanted to do just real quickly before we get into another Shiller coming up, that our sponsor today of Stinkcoin is important to us because it's our first sponsor. Now we've had some hiccups. So I do want to say that this is a sponsored show and it's by them. They paid to be here. I want to give them their due, but we're also going to give them a chance to come in because we wanted to be able to get their stuff up on the into the Twitter network and get it posted out there. So we're just really going to count them as a panelist today. So it's still going to be sponsored because they came in, they worked hard to be here. I know one person, there was a firefighter and they got called out and then had to come back and do all this other stuff. So I want to make sure that they have plenty of opportunity to get their name out there in the process. But we're joined by Space Cadet. He's dropped. I think is he dropped down or is he still up here? Oh, there he is. Okay, he's up. Good.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, not too bad. We're gonna bring you out here in just a second. We're gonna get. I think we did what, one Schiller already. We're gonna do one more.
Yes. Although I think that's everyone that we have inside of
inside the call list, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's down there.
Yeah, I see Sky Innovator. I don't recognize your name. I also notice that you don't have your mic set up. So if you can hit me in the private chat and we can figure everything out. But we're all good on the Schillers for right now.
Okay, that sounds good. So what we'll do here is we're going to go down the list of the panelists and just kind of show them out and get to that point where the portion of the Shill show is out. But if anybody else, I don't know if Sky Invader or anybody else in there. But before we do, let me show you. I don't think I showed the so I'm getting all these little messages from everywhere popping up. Let me pop up over to here so you can see. Over 1,060 people in. Shogun Crypto sitting at 449. Sharpie Coin sitting at 185. Mr. Trader Max 71, and Trader Max with 4. I don't know who this Space Cadet dude is, but man, you know, he's slacking with 355. We need to kind of do something. He has a little background noise there, but that's all you guys. You're measly little 355 people, man. I don't know about you. It's really good. No, awesome job, Space Cadet. Thank you so much. The representative of Stink Coin brought it all the value right off the bat. Thank you so much. We appreciate you here.
It's impressive that that's not even the community's main.
I know, right?
That's just his personal X. Like that's insane.
Well,
numbers.
we were talking to him backstage, and I'm like, so he goes, "Can I hook up my personal one?" I'm like, "Yeah, how many you got?" He goes, "Oh," he told us, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, if I can definitely hook it up." And then look at you done, fucking amazing, great job. All right, so here's the thing: we're gonna come in. I think we got all dialed up. Came in. We talked to a few people here. I'm gonna add him back up here again. I want to bring out Meme Coin and come out and talk about, or Meme Coin, Jesus, Memezilla, and with GB. How you doing, brother?
What up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, finally.
Hey, these things happen, don't they?
Yeah, I've been fighting with the parameters since the beginning. This is my first time using Stream, so I do not know how to do it, but I am here finally, and I'm glad to be here with you guys. What's up?
Hey, perfect. So let's do a quick show real quick about what Memezilla is. And I know that you've been showing it now for a while. I know that Shane was over Memezilla for a long time too, and I really do appreciate all the work and the hard work you guys have put in over there. Why don't you just give us a quick shill on what Memezilla is and how we can show it off here?
Yeah, that's great. Memezilla, guys, is the solution for all the promising projects, all the small market cap projects, all the mid market cap projects that are looking for an efficient alternative to CMC. Unlike CMC, we do not charge projects $5K to get them listed on our platform, but a small fee of one sol. That's a huge bargain right there because we are doing what CMC is doing, onboarding project, but more than that, we accompany these projects, we help them to get visibility, and as you guys know, exposure is everything in Web3 today. Once you get your project listed on Memezilla website, you will need to activate your community and to get it to vote for you daily. The more votes you get, the more visibility your project is going to get on the website, because each project is represented in a small bubble, as you can see it on the screen. Memezilla already partnered with more than 60 projects, and the family is growing strong. Therefore, I encourage all the promising projects to get listed on Memezilla, and of course, investors look for hidden gems on Memezilla because we have many of them out there. Last but not least, Memezilla itself is a hidden gem. We are working hard. The devs are cooking. The website is going to be even better in the coming weeks. Right now, we are sitting at about 80K. Therefore, I encourage all chads and queens to grab a big bag of Memezilla now. Okay, later, this is the second account. The main account has about 10K followers. And we do have the yellow sticker as well. But Trader Max, this is the second account we had. This is not the main account.
Oh.
The main account has a 10K followers, and we have the gold sticker as well.
Okay,
Yep.
I got that off of that screener system. Where is it on your? Is the link on? Can you put it in the?
Yes, let me do that quickly. I will
wait,
just send Quentin a text
this one?
in. Yeah, I will send you a private text so that we can get the proper
Yeah, if you send it in the private chat there on inside the backstage here, we should be able to do that and see it. Because it's not. I don't see it on your website or.
So this is a mistake of our part. We left that, but this is the new. This is the main account.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Yeah,
it was in your first show right there. Perfect. Yeah.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Yes,
yeah.
And you guys can see that we just put also this video a couple of weeks ago that pretty much tell people about what we are doing. It's a short video, but I encourage everybody to go and look at it. And I'm glad to be here today. I have more things to say, but we will talk about it in the second section, the second part of the show.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, when we do the alpha stuff, definitely would love to hear more about what's going on and what's coming out in the process. Thank you so much for being here, GB. Appreciate you. All right. So as we kind of get through this process here, we still have some people coming in, so lots of things happening. Let's see here. I guess we just jump right into the next one. Let's just get in over to Ransom with Sassy. How you been, Ransom? I know it's been a while since we've had a chance to talk. Things have they leveled out for you? You used to be with Shogun too, and well, listen, I've always appreciated your honesty with, like lots of stuff is happening, and I got to move on and go do something that I can focus on, and I appreciate what you've done.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I did used to be with Shogun. I really love Shogun. We're still partnered with Shogun, and I'm a consultant for Vail Resorts as well, biggest ski company in the world. So now is like honestly just such a busy time of year for me. So yeah.
Wait, so you're out in Colorado?
No, I'm not in Colorado. Yeah. So Vail's headquartered in Colorado. I'm not in Colorado.
Okay.
But
okay, cool.
Yeah, but I work for the main head for Vail overall, but not at actual Vail.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So busiest time of year, but I love it. I love the snow. I love winter, everything like that. But yeah, so Sassy's also partnered with Shogun. We use their services. Shogun is great, and I'm just like Max said. I mean, I was working with Shogun. I was on the team, so I've got a really great relationship with all of the Shogun guys. So it's really great to be here on the show. Man, this has come along so well. I love this format. I love it. It's really well done. I was supposed to be on one of the other shows. I ended up tuning into that one, but wasn't able to get in, and I watched it, and I was just blown away. I love this. It's really cool. It's professional, but it feels nice and relaxed. You know what I mean? It feels like we're just having a conversation. Yeah, it's really cool. I love you're bringing up the charts and everything in the back. I honestly think this is an incredible format. So really, really excited to be here as a panelist. And yeah, to talk about Sassy, guys, honestly, I'm so excited about Sassy. I want to say, first of all, our social medias are absolutely going crazy. We had 12 million views across our Instagram and TikTok in December alone.
Wow.
We're approaching 80,000 followers across those. I think we've actually passed it now because that's like a 3-day-old figure. I haven't checked for the last couple of days, but we're getting a huge amount of traction on there. We actually hit the milestone for monetization on our TikTok recently, which starts slow, but it is.
That's fucking tough. It's tough. Yes, I know. I've been monetized there for about 2 years now, and it was tough to get there.
It is a slog,
Yeah.
So that was a huge one. We were really excited about that, and we actually have on our team. We actually expanded our team too, because like I was saying, I was actually really busy, so I wasn't able to pull in the hours like I wanted. So we ended up getting a couple of more core members of our team, which we're really excited about too. for Sassy, but one of the original core members of the Sassy team has been doing social media professionally for big corporations, running their accounts and things for, I think, the last 12 years. So he kind of has some insight on that. And that's why we've been able to gain the traction we have on those other platforms. And we made a conscious decision to really try to push those other platforms as much as we could. Obviously, we're active on X as well. But we made the bet that there's going to be a lot of new liquidity that wants to come into the market whenever the cycle really heats up. And they're going to see things on the platforms they're spending the most time on already. They may make their way to X eventually, but if we can seed our presence on those platforms strongly ahead of time, then we can kind of beat them to the punch. So that was our gamble. We do see a slow trickle of people coming into our Telegram from Instagram and TikTok already, which is always so exciting and really cool. We ask people where they come from and stuff, but we think that that's going to pick up quite a bit whenever the cycle really heats up.
Yeah, most definitely. We have seen a huge influx, of course, coming from Reddit. Our Instagram, we really never really punched with too much with Shogun, but yeah, the social media side does have, like, we've met some people from last show that, you know, are really heavy into Facebook. I mean, I have like 13 million people in Facebook from all the radio stations days that I've had. We have 360 Facebook pages. Could you imagine running 360 Facebook pages? But yeah, that was all with the radio station stuff. There's like 13 million plus people through those stations. But yeah, you're doing a great job. I really love watching how it started to progress and really, and I'm looking at the chart, this little side volume system here, this VPVR is, I remember the conversation I was having with somebody from Sassy on this chart, and I haven't seen it. I haven't seen this. I haven't done this in a long time, but I appreciate bringing back the memorization here. So you're going to be around for a little bit. You're part of the panelist show here today. I want to, if you got any alpha, you got any big things coming out, we're going to do that. We're also going to have you in our chill portion of the show where we're going to talk about politics and crypto today. And I'm not talking about just fucking Donald Trump and meme coin, his meme coin and all that bullshit, but I'm talking about the real investment possibilities of politics and where it sits at and where we should be at. But thank you for being here today, Ransom. I really do appreciate you being here with Sassy and everything else. So that's our top three panelists. And I think up next, we should have a quick moment of silence. Which reminds me, I don't know why, of our sponsor today, Stinkcoin. But before we do, I got to let you know, we hit 1,153 consecutive viewers here now. And why is that so big? Well, because this is the top of the hour. Usually the top of the hour is going to spurn over the next hour the same amount of people that are be coming in. We were at 850 last Saturday at the top of the hour, and we hit 1,700. So I kind of think the math works out pretty cool, which is fucking amazing. Throw your stink fingers up, and oh boy, that sounded really bad. But I was going to say stinky fingers up in the chat. Jesus Christ. All you 12-year-olds are giggling again, I swear to God. All right.
I think I'm the 12-year-old on this call.
Yes, I know, man. I know. It's all good. All right. So as we get prepared for the chill portion, before we do, I want to hear from our sponsor today. And I don't mean just in the disgusting portion of it, but I think in some sort of value of who Stinkcoin is and start to come out. And I know for who they have here to shill today is really, really cool. Oh, 1 second. You got to get back in there. Nope, there you go. So is Space Cadet from Stinkcoin. How you doing today, Space Cadet?
Hey guys, good. Can you hear me okay? Is my mic okay? Not too loud?
Yeah, it seems to be pretty good.
Cool. I'm doing great, man. Great to be here. I'm really excited to talk about Stinkcoin and what we've got going on and why we're different. You know, I really love the crypto space, been in it for a while personally, but it had been, I don't know, since 2017, right? I hadn't come across a project like Stinkcoin. And I know you like numbers, Trader Max, and you just mentioned some really great numbers there. Well, the math with Stinkcoin is really, really simple. You know, we are basically the final boss in the trilogy. You have Fart Coin. Everyone knows that one. You have Butthole Coin. That one's an up and comer. But you don't really, neither of those really make sense without the stink. You see what I mean? Like, what is a fart without a stink? And what is a butthole really without the stink? So fart plus butthole equals stink The math is simple. I checked it out with my quants. It works out.
The quants calculator fits perfectly into it.
Exactly. And yeah, dude, so the community's lit. Everybody's really dedicated. I don't even think we're 3 weeks old yet. I was in on the first 15-minute candle, and I saw what happened in terms of, like, we have amazing lore. It's like a triple CTO. So the first two CTOs did what, you can expect people to do in this crypto world, the Wild West. But we have an amazing CTO lead and about 20 admins supporting. I find myself lucky to be one of those. And we're just building a really great community. I think that's good for now in terms of intro, but you get the idea.
Yeah, no, most definitely. We find that communities have a way when you have a good solid lore that you like to play with, and it's fun. You're with, like, the whole mentality behind Fart Coin, behind Butthole Coin, when you can kind of add that part of a trilogy mentality, right? I don't know, maybe wet cleanup on aisle 6 is next, but I think and from what I've seen so far, you guys reaching out to do sponsorships and be a part of the shows, not just in just shilling, but actually making a change in the ecosystem, I think is the next big step here for you guys, which I really do appreciate. The chart being a triple CTO is looking solid. You're in a work condition of this level that you see, this price action level that's right here, is a working channel. And that's always good to see, because when I look at trading, it's in the name, Trader Max, right? I look for coins that are in this channel. I don't really like a lot of heavy deviations like this, big giant candlesticks that happen, but I do know that when this kind of stuff happens, it means that somebody's passionate enough to try to beat back whatever's happening at that level. So,
dude, that candle happened yesterday. I don't know how to explain it, but that was a MEV attack, and somebody knows.
Yeah.
Somebody knows.
Yeah,
Somebody's
somebody
watching,
knows.
and it's
like we talked
crazy.
about this. We talked about this in the one call, about the MEV that was in there for that, and we talked about our Anvil bot and our network solution there, and with all the stuff that's happening and all the little tricks that are happening with the discussions behind the politics of the coin that fired off that rhymes with rump. But the concept there was just so much so many attacks that happened yesterday in that value. We'll talk about that here in the next portion of the call. But thanks. There's a great little mini shield here. In the chill portion, we'll talk a little more, as well as in the alpha portion, which you'll kind of tell us what's happening with the process. And then after the call, we'll be doing our interview. I kind of want to set something up outside today, probably pre the show for next one. We are going to invite you back to be a sponsor for the Thursday, be a sponsor on the Thursday show as well. Because we want to make sure that we do it right with you, because we had again, we're new to this process. This is our, fifth show, Quentin? Amos, this is our fifth show in this space process. So
it might be the 6th.
Yeah, it might be the 5th or 6th in this format. With the first one, come on, let's be real. That was on a Friday. Quentin and I were just like, let's go test it for 15 minutes and see what happens. And we hit 350 people. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this is something that's even bigger than that. By the way, we just hit 1,200. Love and life here with this system here.
And on that note, I also want to recognize that Stink Coin's main X is in here now as well.
Oh,
and they just got in literally less than a minute ago. They already got 18 people on here.
I see it happen. You there? All right, who's feeding back?
Very impressive.
Okay, I know, right? So, I think that's about it, right? We got everybody. We've had a chance to come in and talk about all the shows, all the great projects. We didn't leave anybody down below. No last man standing down below, right? We're all cool, or women, I should say, because we do have a female on the.
So we do have someone inside here that I don't recognize right at this second. The Wise Dragon, who's in here for Hide Run, the Go to Valhalla. So I could, if you wait, they were in here.
They're not there now.
They're not here anymore.
They're not there now. They were here and said, no, thank you. They ran to the chopper.
I don't know. I was looking at the chat and then I noticed, like, wait, I don't see them anymore.
All right. So let's begin into this next portion of the shill. And we're going to talk, we're just in the chill portion of it. And let me see if we can, I don't know if Mr. Quentin took the liberties of making a banner yet in the process. But
so do we have a theme going on for?
Yes, it's politics and crypto.
Oh, okay.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Politics and crypto. Should it be? I think that's the biggest question here. So in this segment, I want to kind of talk about, and what the ground rules here are, I don't want to talk about politics in the left, right, and real kind of mentality, right? This is not about whether you're left or you're right. I'm a very all-inclusive kind of person. I believe you should have shared opinions. You should have diversity opinions. You should not have to worry about, somebody's left or right. We keep it civil. I don't care if you believe Trump's right. I don't care if you believe Trump's wrong. We try not to be on the extreme of any one side of anything. I used to run a show called Left, Right, and Real in the political venue. Me personally, I don't even know where I stand anymore. I know one thing's for sure. I'm a fucking American. I'm here in the United States. I'm a patriot and I'm a veteran. So I've worked hard for my life. But the politics, why I'm talking about is, what do you think about politics and crypto? I would also like to see in the chat some, do you think it should be in crypto? Should you? Now, when I say politics and crypto, I'm talking about, should the people of influence, the councilman down the road, I don't really care about, right? But I'm talking about influence. When you have the highest influence of the land, should you be in a marketable process like crypto? And I think anybody who's going to come out right now, you just say whatever you are from that point, just come straight out.
Man, I got a couple words on that because, it's easy to call it out. Trump used to call it, and it's been known as the swamp. And what are swamps really, other than really stinky places? You got to see the thing about Stinkcoin, and I'm not shilling here necessarily, but you got to be able to call things out, call them what they are, right? Acknowledge the smell. And it's not just he who dealt it, smelt it, right? Or the other way around. But it's like, if our society covers things up and they say, well, we don't talk about politics here at the dinner table, that's one of the reasons I think that it's kind of been swept under the rug and allowed to just, not be acknowledged, not be called out for what it is for so long. And I think it's a good time, especially with this technology, where you can verify things, to just call it what it is, and that helps to find solutions, I think.
Yeah, and again, it's more about, I think, the efficacy of, I don't care if someone's in crypto, let them be in crypto, but don't let them vote on policies that affect it, right? Like, let me give you an example. The fact of being able to invest in the real world prospects of the outcomes of your said vote, right? All the senators from left, right, and on either side, adopting and buying Meta, but then voting TikTok down, or voting to have the realization of normies or fiat systems be involved in crypto, and then involving themselves in overseas venues that do, right? Not doing it here in the United States, but doing it overseas. But should they also be able to create coins in the process and still affect the network itself?
Well, no, I think that's definitely part of the evolution. We're looking at this as a slice of time, right? You got to look at the bigger picture. I think it's necessary where we're at right now to get everybody in. And when they realize what they're involved in and the power that they can have, I think it will be the change. We still suffer as a society from a little bit of this influencer and celebrity worship, and it's probably something that needs to run the course in order for it to be healed. But once we get on the other side, I think crypto is a disruptor even to politics as we know it, finance, etc.
Yeah, and on that, I think there's a lot of a spurring factor that happens. Having official coins pop up everywhere now is something that's, I don't know how well that's going to affect. But let's dial this back into, let me hear from somebody else as well. What do you feel, Ransom, on the factors of crypto and politics? Should you be able to create coins within your likeness and name with your celebrity of being in politics while voting on it as well?
That's tough. That's really tricky. And there's so many things that go into that. You guys aren't hearing too much chatter, are you? I've got the door closed.
No.
There are electricians working behind me. So Andrew Breitbart used to always say, before he tragically passed away from a heart attack gun that was shot at him by a satellite. No, I don't know.
Oh,
he died very young. He would always say, Just throw that one in there.
Yeah. I know we're getting to the conspiracy theory side now. We're going to get banned right here. Black helicopters are above my house right now, so go figure.
But he would always say politics is downstream from culture, and that's so true. Policy comes on the heels of cultural shifts, and we've seen a major cultural shift in terms of not just crypto. Crypto specifically, obviously, has kind of spearheaded it, but in general, there has been, I think, a fairly major cultural shift against centralized power in general. There seems to be a move away from centralization. We don't like centralized power. We don't like these beacon authority figures who have be all end all say on things. And so decentralization seems to be a trend culturally that people are moving toward. And so financially speaking, we're going to see that kind of continue. But the same kind of to your question of what's the responsibility level of somebody who has the ability to affect policy in terms of their actual kind of backing, not only just backing it, but actually pushing one of these projects, because as you said, they have a lot of knowledge ahead of time and the ability to sway things or push weight in a different direction that could have self-interest. So I think it's a really tough situation. We're going to see it play out in an interesting way. One of the things that I think is going to be, ideally at least, a slight bit of accountability to it. I mean, let's just say, the elephant is in the room. I won't say his name, but we're talking about a very specific elephant here, right?
A little orange elephant, right? Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Okay, yeah.
He's talking about me.
Yes, of course he is. He's talking about you.
His reputation is attached to this to some degree, and that's the only bit of accountability that's really there. And that's not much, is it? Right? Is it a reputation hit or something? So there's very little, there's no kickback or pushback that is actually offered there on a policy level from the action taken on his part. And I think that could be dangerous. We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
In general, though, I think that this cultural shift is going to be positive for our ecosystem and this burgeoning industry in general. But there are going to be some really, really weird things that happen with policymakers when they do start kind of pushing the needle a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's something that we have to kind of look at. A lot of what he has done isn't setting precedents. I mean, because, if every president now, on inauguration day, come out oh, we have a coin, let's go. We have the Sleepy Joe Biden coin now, whatever it is, right? The mentality here is what I want to see is really a shift in the mechanics of the real, investing in fiat and that stuff in the United States, because there's a lot of corruption there. There's so much corruption, ain't even funny. When we don't have, when people like Martha Stewart or other people go to prison for inside trading, and these other people are not getting anything, right? So there's a hypocrisy that happens. But inside crypto, there is so much. I personally believe anybody should be able to, if we're going to do it, let's do it, right? But should politicians do it that affect the value or the legislation with it? Should you be able to do that? But I think there's so many ways to hide it. And even though we're bringing on normies, we're doing all this onboarding, offboarding thing, I think it's much left to be desired. All right. So what do you think about it? All dialed up from Sharby.
It's a tough one. It's funny because I was thinking about this last night, and I can't remember the exact post I saw on X. But when you study law, right, something professors will always say is law is not emotional like humans are, right? And I feel that same way about crypto. When there's the highs and lows, it coming into crypto almost 2 years ago, I have changed significantly as a person in how I emotionally react to something, right? Because it's going to affect all of us in a different capacity. But we know the corruption's there, or we know there's certain Stink was saying influencers, right? You have to forge your own path. I think there are some projects out there that are doing that, right? There has to be the ones that set the bar, set themselves apart, keep going, because as more people come in, as we onboard more people, politics, all of these types of things, you just have to stay that level head, because I can emotionally let my emotional intelligence take over and be bitter or whatever. As far as like politicians that make the law, I think, for the US in general, you can look at Pfizer, all these companies.
Oh my God.
The board members now are running the companies that made the laws, and it's like a cyclone. I don't even know how it kind of just takes over. I have to like do that stop thought and not think about it all, because you're right. Like there is so much corruption there. How can they do what they do yet Martha sits? I don't know. Like it's just a tough question all around. But I think these projects and us, the onboarding, it's like when the internet came, or the viral video of Burger King and the credit card. Like we are 4G. Like it's the Wild West still. Like we're so early, all of these projects on here. Like we are so early. Can we sustain ourselves and keep going?
Yeah, that's the thing, is because we're so early in the adoption of it, that how can it be manipulated and streamlined to kind of make it better for politicians to take advantage of that, because they know how to set the ramifications of this, and with legislation and lobbying, and how to get it away from our hands as the people into their own, to where it steers to their interests. Yes, it'll finally trickle through for us, but not before they take advantage of the entire thing there. And I've seen every single new thing that comes into this world that way, even from like SpaceX. And I'm not talking about, Republicans or Democrats or anything, everybody. I don't think I've ever seen one. Maybe you got your favorite dude or chick out there that is like, they're straight laced and not as bad, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody not take advantage of the system in there. You have to, almost just by law of it. But all right, so I appreciate your viewpoint there. I think there's a lot still more to unpack with the politics, especially like you said, with the youngness of what we are here. I think we heard from we did hear from just about everybody. GB, what do you think about it? Because I don't think you're not in the United States. So what do you think about even other worldly politics? Like I know that England has issues, Germany has issues. There's like all this kind of stuff all over the world. Where are you located at in the world?
I am in France.
I'm sorry, I missed that part.
In France, in Brittany.
I missed a lot of what you just said. I don't know if you pulled away from your mic or your phone or.
Let me get closer. I said I am in France. Is it better here?
Yeah, I hear you. So you're in France. And
this is yes, I'm in Brittany. The issue is that Trump launching Ukraine is fine, I think, because it's a way to get normies onboarded. But the issue, Trader Max, is that after the first coin, he launched Melania. And now I'm asking myself, is he going to be launching a coin for each member of his family? Because that this is going to kill the vibes in Web3, because it's sucking all the liquidity out of other projects.
Yeah, could you imagine, just the trickle effect of, I saw like an official one for Robert F. Kennedy. And I went, I don't know. I don't know who's who and what's what real now, so I'm still kind of open to, where it's at. But I still do believe that there's a great possibility for movement here to keep politics out of crypto directly. Like if you vote on stuff, you shouldn't own a coin. If you vote on stuff, for you or against you or what have you, or any particular chatter with that. I don't know. They've never gotten it in with the fiat side of it. I don't think they're ever going to get in with politics of this side. But what I do see is, like you said, there's a fill of normies that will look at this. And do I really want a lot of normies on, because it's like you get some people with all different types of levels that of unknownness, right? And I used to deal with it all the time in the industry of dealing with businesses. People who didn't know a lot about tech spend a lot of time with you trying to figure out how to turn their microwave on, kind of thing. But thanks for your input, GB. I appreciate you. Mr. Amos, what do you think, buddy? I mean, I think you have a pretty intelligent viewpoint on this as well.
So it's a lot of stuff. The first thing I think about with politics and coins, obviously I default to the old Politify movement, which was hilarious, but those are not official tokens or official projects. They were just basically like fan pages, which is completely different, as you've said, from an official token, which, we've seen. But it also goes to kind of what Ransom was saying about all of us moving towards a more decentralized model, right? So like with that becomes almost like a very hard degree of policing that. So like like as we've seen with people that rug projects serially and like so many scam tokens every single day in the space, there's not really recourse for a lot of people to go after those people or to go over after those projects that might, you know, steal their life savings or whatever. But that said, like doing this with the official tokens pushes us closer and closer to more tight regulations. And I mean, that might be a good thing, probably will be for most situations, but as we've seen with new laws and stuff that come out, it also makes things more difficult for all of us trading on a daily basis. You know, we're the ones that pay that price. So like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, in that sense, I don't really appreciate the official tokens, especially if they, you know, lose people a significant amount of money if they invest at the wrong point, or if people don't really know how to look at, you know, how to follow a curve or whatever, and they buy too high, especially if they're new to crypto and stuff. It could deter more people that immediately lose money, and it will also invite, you know, more regulation. So, I mean,
yeah, I would love to see it. I think that was the main point why he had done his stuff, was to bring it to some attention. But it was the way he had done it, which was pretty wild. I mean, I've heard all kinds of viewpoints of this, that, you know, he invited a bunch of people from a gala from the industry, and then told them that he released the coin, you know, during the gala, and said, I didn't ask one of you for help, and I've done this all myself. And look what I have done. You know, I think it was the biggest bravado move ever in that mentality. But at the same time, you know, did he prove a point? Did he prove a point was, you know, and anybody who has some clout and some celebrityism could make this kind of thing happen, and it just blew up. It blew up so much. Remember, I say something to you hear this in some of the shows. Don't be afraid of failure. Be afraid of success. You know, something that breaks from failure is you trying and making something work. But failure from success is he broke the fucking system yesterday or 2 days ago. You know, it was literally to a point of that he broke the entire network of Solana and Jito and all these chains that were happening, which was crazy.
Yeah,
all right,
I rage quit at that point in time. Just turned my phone off.
All right, last but not least, of course, Mr. Crypto Quinton.
So actually, before I go, I also have a Stinky P who's requested to come up and talk a little bit and have the mic.
Yes, absolutely. Stinky P, man, come on out.
What's up, guys? So with all of that being said, government is always going to have their slice of the pie, no matter what type of revenue source it's coming from. Anybody that knows anything about politics and stocks, you know there's insider trading, you know there's money being moved around in new legislation and new bills all the time.
Yeah.
They are always going to be involved one way or the other. The best way you can hedge yourself against losing money because of big influencers or politicians or anything like that is learn the space of crypto. If you think you know enough, learn more.
Yeah.
Doing your own research doesn't show just go look to see if their Twitter looks good. Go look to see if their Telegram looks good. No, you have to start following wallets. You have to start following who made what coin. If you can find out who the CTO is, find out who's the team lead there. Like there's so many different ways you can hedge yourself. That like you always hear, don't put in more money than you can lose. If you've got $10 or $10,000, there's always you're always gonna be working against a higher power, somebody with more money. You have to be able to learn enough about this space to protect yourself.
So the advice is here under politics being in crypto is it doesn't really matter. We're always going to be in crypto, but just do your best to know exactly what it is, and you know, teach the normies what to do when they come in, and be prepared. That's the biggest thing. Okay, good. I like that. I like that viewpoint. That damn the torpedo is full speed ahead. It's something that I make reference to when we talk about the bull or bear market. I say it doesn't really matter if it's bull or bear to me because I know how to swim. You know, it doesn't matter which way the river bends. I know how to swim. And if it gets too low, I know how to walk. And if it gets too fast, I know how to swim again. And if it doesn't, it goes away and I get chased by an alligator, then I know how to run, you know? So it's something, you're right. You know, does it really matter if they're in politics? They're going to affect the market either way. So you got to know how to trade it. That's good advice, bud. Great job. All right, Mr. Quinton, what about you? What do you, being one of probably the youngest people on the panel here, what do you see politics in crypto?
So I think one of the major positions to remember is like the novelty of crypto. As we want crypto to expand more and more within the economy, I think that also comes with more and more laws as it becomes more commonplace. And whenever you talk about laws, you're going to talk about politics. Each position, each party, they're all going to have different viewpoints on exactly where they want it to be. But I think like exactly what Stinky P was saying was you gotta get familiar with it, and whether that's onto the specifics of the space of crypto or what your idea of what you want crypto to be is, because no matter where we go, politics is going to be involved. Wherever there's laws, there's politics, and being able to vote in the right places is important.
I think you're right. I mean, again, you're emulating exactly what everybody else is kind of thinking here as well. It's like, you know, they're going to do whatever they're going to do. I see, it's like politics of the interior of crypto is tough because the anonymity behind it, the ease of use of being able to make a wallet and hide it from, you know, have an air gap computer and ledgers and, you know, cold storage and all this great stuff that can be hidden and hidden away. I think it's going to be tough. They're going to have to get very intrusive. You know, they're going to be coming into your house to check your ledger or what have you, or have ways to be able to check this stuff out. And I think that's where the veins come in. And that's what I get very worried about. It's like, where are the veins? You know, my brother, who's, I don't know if he's watching today, Crypto Meaner 77, him and I, when we were back engaging with mining crypto, we're like, this is the best thing because they'll never know, you know. And it was like, you know, and then you go to try to sell it. And then they know. And then it's like, wait, what the fuck? How do they know that? I had to put it on my taxes, whatever it was. But the concept here is for us is like when they have regulations that they can affect while, you know, making money on the actual process. Is there celebrityism of being in politics at the higher levels? And again, I don't really think I'm talking about the lower level councilmen or, you know, the city council people or mayors or stuff like that, or maybe even them, who knows? But we'll have to see what's going to come. I do appreciate everybody's conversation today. You guys rock. Thank you very much for sharing your viewpoints on politics and crypto today. This is something that we just didn't want to have a shill show that was all about just shill and tell everybody about and just vomit all over everybody and and do whatever. We did want to have a show that did straight conversation, and I hope everybody enjoyed it with that part of it. Up next in this next portion of the show, I want to kind of talk about, this is exactly what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the alpha of the coins and the people that we're here with today from all of our panelists. Now, the rules of alpha, remember, super, super simple. But before we do, Stinkcoin is our sponsor today. And again, we're going to call it a sub-sponsorship today, right? So we're going to make sure you get a full show with all the trimmings and all the banners and everything else up there. We didn't get a chance to get that for you before the show because we had some technical difficulties getting things in with the interviews and everything else. But we're going to make sure that you're back today. You make sure that you check them out on their website. We'll make sure that inside the description of this video, as well as their show portion of the show, we'll have all their details and links to it, which they're going to get a lot of stuff for. But as alpha goes, let's do another real quick station identification too. You're watching the Shogun show, the Shogun Gun Show. Sorry, I don't even have my banners up. My media stuff is not even on. There we go. And right now, here live, 1,568 viewers watching the show. And why is that so important? Because that beats one of our all-time highs from before Saturday. We're easily going to make it there. We have another half hour, 45 minutes worth of show left. We can possibly even grab another 200, 300 people here in this next portion. And what I'm going to require and ask from all of you that are watching is to share the show outbound. Get your communities on board. Get them into the chat room. Get them hitting the emojis. Get them to say things out. And so we can bring them up. Look, there you go, right there. You get them people saying stuff in and get them out there, right? It's all... Yep, about that stuff too. But get them in the show, get them in the process, because the more people, we have a whole bunch of streamers up and streaming in as well. I'm going to take a quick screen share of this because we're hit 1579. Let me do it right now. Boom, there it is. I'm going to pull it up here on the right here. You can see Shogun Crypto sitting up at 606. Sharby token is now starting to bring up some lead here with 268. Trader Max's own YouTube or X channel is 84. Space Cadet, of course, killing it with 418. Stink Coin with 198. Holy crap, you're fucking doing amazing. And we got Trader Max's YouTube channel still sitting at 5. The same 5 people. I paid to be there. Better be doubling that stuff up over there. All right. So, like I said, in this next portion, we're going to be talking about alpha. Now, the rules of alpha is that you have to have this stuff that's either on a server being made, that it's on paperwork, it's in the hands of the designer, they're doing it, you got all the concept stuff worked out, and now you're all about just getting it out in front of everybody else, and you're about to release within a week, 2 weeks kind of thing. Because remember, people are watching the show. There's 1,586 of them now that are watching this about your coin and what you're releasing. Do we want them to front run stuff? Fuck yeah, we do. We want them to get on the chart and buy in before this stuff reaches and it goes through the skyrocket, right? So get people involved by telling them about real alpha that's releasing now. And first up in that hot seat, of course, just like we started to do the shills, let's bring up all dolled up in Sharby coin. Do you have anything coming out? I know you do. You got some good stuff. What do you got coming up for coming out?
Do you know, on StreamYard, I was trying to see if I could share some real alpha here. Let me see.
Yeah.
Window.
Share your screen.
Let's see if that's
If not, you can send me a link and I'll bring it up.
Let's see. Ooh. Okay, can you see my photo here?
I sure can.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk.
So
yeah, Sharby does have the Sharby.fun, which is going to launch on Base Chain. And I had spoke earlier in the stream about our referral system. And so this has been shared on our X, but really what's kind of, I guess, innovative about it is that it's tiered in that, and you can earn those rewards for life. So I just kind of wanted to share this alpha, the refer friends. You can earn up to 25%. So that would require you have 20 active traders. But when Sharby.fun launches, you basically will connect your wallet, and that will generate a referral code. And that will be the code that you will share out with people. And it'll all be tracked. Okay. So if you get up to 20 active traders underneath you, you'll earn 20% of trading fees from directly referred, 4% from second level referrals, and then 1% from third level. So, and this is lifetime payouts as long as the referrals trade on Sharby.fun. We are so bullish on Sharby.fun that, I think this could really incentivize. We have some amazing devs that are going to be launching on Sharby.fun. And it's going to be pretty amazing. On the Git book that I shared earlier too, we will have those fun drops, which will be for base holders. But that is where if someone goes and launches on Sharby.fun, the dev will have the option to contribute a little bit of their supply, and that will be airdropped exclusively to Sharby holders. So you can build up your portfolio of lots of different projects, which could be advantageous if that project is to do really well. So that is some alpha. I wanted to, let me see if I can also do a sneak peek at the user interface. And this will be alpha.
Little UI action. I love it.
Let's see here. I'm always on the other side, Max. I'm usually in your seat. So I'm like,
where
let's
do
see
I
if it's
go?
the same one. Okay, can we see the user interface?
One up right there.
Okay, so you will come in and every person will kind of have their own landing page, right? You'll be able to see your trading history, the distribution, which projects are about to reach bonding curve. You'll have the charts, buy, sell, and you can start. You can create a project right in the user interface there on the app, and then you'll have a tab for like your rewards and everything to be traceable. So that is my alpha there, sharing the UI. Did I stop sharing? I
Yeah, that's
have like
okay.
86 tabs open, so I'm making sure I don't.
Well, I could tell you, as long as there's no donkey porn going on there, I'm good.
You're all good on my
The,
side. All good on my
yeah,
side.
yeah, good. No, I have thousands of. It's always terrible. I have like so many tabs up. It's not even funny. I have a big CPU here though. But listen, thank you very much for sharing the alpha. I can't wait to see the system. That's on base chain, right?
Yeah, that will be on
Good,
base
good.
train. We launched on base last week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Sharby has her, you know, she's kind of been built upon just that networking. We love supporting other projects. That's how the hot seat kind of came to be that I do on Mondays. If anyone listening wants to join our hot seat, it's Mondays, usually 12 p.m. EST. We did have Shogun on there, which was amazing. And some other projects, Kit before the CTO. But that being said, we usually do 3 projects at a time, and I just would love to have you, if anyone's interested, just come into the Sharby Telegram or message us on X. You know, because I used to like hide in the closet when I would do spaces, and I'm just over time, the best way is to forge right through it, and
get right through it, yeah.
And just your confidence will build. So I know a lot of people get nervous, and I'm still nervous, but the more I've done it, and we become so passionate about our projects and other projects too, just because I'm in Sharby, there's other projects that I just love, right? And I support, it just comes in time. So you just got to do it. So
absolutely. All right.
Well,
I definitely appreciate your alpha Shill for today. Really
Thank
excited
you for
about
having me. Yeah.
So, but stick around still, because we still got some stuff to finish off with.
I will.
Have backstage antics about to happen too, so we'll have some fun there too. But
I'm here for
looks
it.
amazing about it. Great. All right, so I think next up, let's bring up. Is Amos still here? Did he? Oh no, he's back down. How did he get back down there? There you go. I don't know how you dropped down there.
I'm having some issues. Sorry.
All right, no worries. That's okay. Shoot, what do you got for you got any alpha happen over at Sassy?
Huge alpha, actually, yes. So what I want to mainly focus on here is closing this door. Sorry, guys, I do have some chatter going on. Yeah, the big focus that I want to say as far as the alpha is concerned, what I was talking about earlier with the socials, that's our big push. And it's one of the biggest things that we've got going for us as far as Sassy. In terms of bullish narratives, it's something that we're going to absolutely maximize and try to get the most out of. We've been refining that approach quite a bit and trying to get a little bit more, earlier on, whenever we had, the growth has been so great. It's actually been really cool. So just a couple of months ago, we had only like 2,500 Instagram followers, and we were really eager to get those numbers up. Some of our videos were doing well, and we made a conscious decision to move away from making crypto sort of centric posts and make more generalized posts, and just see if we could get more of a broad audience. And that absolutely worked. We exploded after that. So we've been making these refined sort of moves in our social media approach. Now we have got the numbers that we want. And so we're going to make another adjustment to try to get a little bit more suggestive, should I say, about the fact that we are a token project, because a lot of the people who see our socials, they don't even know that they're interacting with it. They're not crypto people. So we're going to start putting a little bit more of a breadcrumb trail. Main thing that I want to say is on February 8th, we've been talking about this in Spaces for a little while now. It's been kind of up in the air. We hadn't had a date set. February 8th, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to have a social media focus space where our team member who does our socials is going to be on that space. He never actually goes on Spaces or anything. He's going to be answering questions, talking about the algorithms, talking about consistency, timing of uploads, things of that sort. Really, really, really important stuff. So this is going to be a really, really nice conversation. I hope a lot of other projects will come through. It'll be an open discussion. People are going to be able to come up there as well. I would love it if you guys would reach out to me on my personal or in Telegram to Ransom, or you can reach out to the Sassy. If you guys have something that you'd like to say, a question or anything like that, I'm going to field questions ahead of time. And I also want to drop that Steven Shapiro, who has 10 million followers across his YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, will be on that show with us as a special guest, and we'll be answering the same questions. It is going to be really, really cool. We're really excited, really blessed to have him stepping in there. So that's going to be February 8th. We haven't actually made the post for it yet because X won't let you schedule a post more than 2 weeks out. So that will be coming up soon, the post itself. But yeah, keep an eye on that on the horizon. You'll hear more about it, guys. I'll be talking about it in Spaces, but please come through. That's going to be a really cool discussion.
Awesome. Can't wait to see how all that pans out for you. I hope the best success for you there for that part of it. Yeah, because it's tough to get alpha out there about social networking and solutions, especially in tracking. Like you don't know what really works. We've done a few things with UTM tracking systems from our network, and form allocations, and being able to gather information from the TGs of all the people that come in, and how do we email them and how do we communicate. So communication is key. You know that from what we've been preaching from the beginning, that communication is key. All right. Let's next up, let's bring up GB from Memezilla and see what Memezilla's got in the works. You got anything going on, GB?
Yes, right, exactly. We are working on many things at the moment. On our X account, we posted a tweet 2 days ago. We have at the moment what we call milestone rewards. This means that each time our market cap reach a milestone, there are going to be airdrops to lucky adlers of Memezilla. Each time we reach a milestone, the first one is 200K. They are going to receive an airdrop. So this is something nice, giving back to the community, encouraging diamond ending. And we have a second big alpha. This is something the team is currently working on. On the website, there are going to be more details on the app on which all the partners of Memezilla are listed. In the next 3-4 weeks, you are going to see more details on this app, and these details are going to be helping people to make better decisions. At the moment, it's only votes, but within a couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks, I believe, it's going to be completely different. And I do think that all these details about DMC volume is very important. Also, there is going to be a section related to social networks on the app as well, so we can see who is voting and for which project. I'm very excited for this big update that is coming in the next.
Absolutely. Well, that's great because there's, and again, it's another tone of data collection and communication is always really important. And we talk about communication is the key in that process that makes us run. But knowing where the data is going and where to communicate, how to establish those lines, doubling down on those networks in the process is always something that we strive to be and work hard to sort of itemize so we can learn from these things and use them properly. Because the worst thing in the world is to be in a social media network that's not really panning it for you. Like if you looked at the streams and you say, okay, which one is really, would I put all my eggs into YouTube right now? No, I wouldn't, because we've streamed now. This is our 6th or 7th show streaming directly from YouTube, and it's supposed to go out to a lot of people, but I think it's being shadow banned or something to that point. And we have 1,000+ people in that network. So we have this tells us a lot on how we do this stuff. All right. GB, thank you so much for sharing your alpha and your successes there. Up next, I think we're going to jump right over into Space Cadet and kind of talk to you about what's in it for our sponsor for Stink Coin. What do you got coming up for Stink? You got anything coming? And please, if you say,
well, there is that.
I am holding one for you.
Let it permeate. This is the alpha. The alpha is we have an amazing community, and we are committed to giving back to the community. We ran up to 7 million within the first week, right? Before 7 days were up, we had hit 7 million market cap, and I don't think anybody expected that kind of traction right away. So as we build back, one of the incentives we want to give to our holders is we're going to be doing a giveaway as part of our IRL advertising strategy. We have a bunch of incredibly talented guys on the team who have real world experience and are bringing that to the project. And one of these guys, I think he's here with us, Wes, Big Stink. He's gone ahead and set up a marketing campaign for us in some big metro areas, some SEO stuff, email marketing and whatnot. But the landing page is going to give this detail. So here's the alpha. If you hold 350,000 tokens of Stink Coin,
Yeah.
and you hold that through until we hit those milestones in market cap, there are going to be some major giveaways, including a Tesla, which this incredibly generous CTO team has set it all up, and we're ready for that. Also a PS5 and some other prizes.
Tesla. Trader Max.
Yeah.
I'm setting the heading now. Trader Max won the Tesla.
Can you imagine though, like for whatever the cost is today, for that number of tokens, if we hold it and you diamond hands it to that point, not only do you have the ability to sell your tokens for massive gains, but also be entered into win an incredible prize.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I see that as great. That's great. That's great alpha, because there's a lot of stuff there to unpack. We just met with a company that's helping us set up our SDK for our vesting and staking and our airdrop system. That'll all be inside our network for our Launchpad system. I'm not even really launching that in my alpha system here today, but it seems to be the way of the future for all the coins that are structuring, is to find structure with utility on how to give back to your coin, and not just on, LFG to the moon, everybody get money when it hits 10 billion. It's on the way. How can people make money? And we have a rev share. We have all this network. So I'm really glad to see that you have really pushed that next level. All right.
Yeah, 100%, man. The world still works on incentives, and that's a big part of what we stand for here.
It does. I'm waiting for one little tick of emotion right now, hitting 1,800 people. Come on, just one more. We're sitting at 1799. Damn it! Come on, one person. Somebody go get their grandma. Go give their phone. There it is, 1801. Thank you very much. You're giving me a fucking heart attack here. We're going to take another screenshot here of this process before Trader Max does his massive shill and massive alpha. It's him. Let me pop up the screen so you can kind of see it. Right there, 1,801. It's actually climbing even further now. This is an all-time high, which is absolutely wonderful. As we shill into the end part of the show here, we'll probably have some more questions and other stuff that comes up. But Shogun Crypto sitting at 725. Sharby token at 305. Kicking ass. Mr. Trader Max is in his little tiny 85 over there. Space Cadet, of course, taking in an awesome second place there at 439. Trader Max's YouTube channel is telling us a lot. And Stink Coin itself, 242. But they've only been here for about half of the show. So that's fucking amazing. Great job at 242. All these things are just like kicking ass and taking names. We're having a great time here. As I've gotten through just about everybody, I think, right? I don't think I've missed anybody for the alpha series of it. No. Bless you, God. Okay.
So on this note, Max, we had a YOLO Samurai message into the YouTube chat. How many viewers on YouTube for Max to hit some notes on that guitar?
To hit what guitar? I don't play guitar. What are you talking about? How many people want to hit some notes on it? I can smack some notes, but I'll be scaring people. I don't know. I mean, it's the voice you don't want to hear either, so it's okay. But thanks, YOLO. I appreciate that. 37 million. That's it. No. If you get 7 by the end of this show, I'll be happy. Now watch, every motherfucker's going to go over there right now. I'm not going to be playing guitar online. I've been in front of 30,000 people playing a guitar and the didgeridoo. So yeah, that's what you probably should have won. It's like how much money to pay for the didgeridoo that's hanging on my wall. But let's jump right over into this little next portion of the show for us, because we try not to take the limelight here at Shogun when we're doing these shows. We want you, as the coins and the panelists and the sponsors, to have the limelight. But today, I think, is a very important thing to talk about here. And is the industry, as I say, we know what the industry is. We know what it's come to. We didn't come to this industry as a utility coin. We came to this as a utility company to offer our WebForge systems, which is a SaaS network, for absolutely free to every coin out there. We stand behind the work we do. We're builders. I'm an addicted builder. I go to Builders Anonymous every week and stand on the chair that I just built to bring there and say my name and get it out there into the world. But we started to interview and talk, and I'm also a builder of relationships, because you have to build. You got to build those relationships. And as we were building those relationships, we asked a lot of questions. So many questions. We probably got kicked out of a few places with the questions we were asking. And what do you want from a I think the biggest one, I think I had like 3 bans from the entire time I've been doing this. And one of them was because I asked somebody, what do you just want to see in a volume bot? And they're like, think, swipe left. But we asked these questions because we wanted to hear what people wanted. The biggest question that we asked was that, what do you want to see? And the answer was, we want keys to the wallet. We want to be able to control the time. We want to be able to have a low barrier of entry. Can you have it to where it has like a 1 SOL entry level? And the answer was yes, yes, and yes, and yes. And as we started to build these bots out there, we started to ask other questions. What else would you like to see as far as as programs go? And they said a good, safe way to navigate Pump Fund. And I know there are a lot of coins that kind of came in. They had that battle. You got rugged in, rugged out, and all that stuff. So what we created, and as we started to ask this question, I don't want to make a pump fund, right? Like we can have a launchpad. We already have a launchpad system made and sitting behind the wings for Solana. And we're not putting it out because we wanted to make sure that we had a good way to protect people from the rugs and the sugars and all that stuff that are out there. But we have a very talented dev team, and somebody came to me in the dev team and said, hey, I have a way to be able to take this and make a launch pad like a fair sale, but it will, after the fair sale has been met, will jump over and push it through Pump Fund. And I'm like, because Pump Fund still has virility. It has a unit of people that go through it. And if we could do that, would you be interested? And I said, fuck yeah. And so we started to build out our process called Shogunix. Now, Shogunix, the main site for Shogunix is all about creating a market analytics system. Let's talk about that. What is a market analytics system? Well, that's like Dex Screener, if you will. So this is the launchpad system for Shogunix, which is the launchpad system. Now, we will have Shogunix coming out, but this is actually coming out before the main site does. We're trying to plan it all this week. And what this does is that it makes you a coin, right? Like you can make a coin. I'm not saying for people that are here for making coins right now, but everybody knows that one dude that likes just to go make a whole bunch of coins and do stuff and get releases out there. And so what this does is that it creates a process to where you as a crew, if you're building coins, if you're watching this and you're about to make a coin, you might want to wait until this releases to practice out and test this. And it'll take this and it'll fire it over to, once you meet the amount, like here, we just did a test of 0.5, but we're actually doing a live test with this on this Friday. On the Thursday show, we're going to announce the exact time and where to be at for the Thursday show. But on Friday's show, we're going to do a special Friday show for a live launch of a coin we're going to be launching. That's right. Through this system, through this fair sale system into Pump Fund, well, you'll be able to partake in that process. Now, what it all going to be and all that kind of good stuff, that's still going to be, we're going to launch that information all out completely on Thursday to be there of that day, of that time. But what this will do is that it will take you over to Pump Fund so it cannot be rugged. So let's say you come in and you say, I want to do 20 people or 20 SOL or 30 SOL or 50 SOL, whatever it is, and you can collect the money from here. It's actually completely safe. We've been approved by Blowfish and Phantom as an approved vendor and a dev now. So we're completely vetted and validated. The next thing is that now as this goes over to Pump Fund, you'll be able to pull your money out, but you can't pull any money out from the system for at least 1/2 hour. That keeps it from anybody rugging the system with this system over in Pump Fund. Secondly, it has the availability to give that security that even if the coin doesn't go to Radium, you could still get your money out without worrying about getting beaten out. If the dev leaves, you all get in at the same level as the dev. So you can make this a private sale or an open fair sale from this position. You can promote from that. And as this goes over, once it hits Radium, then everybody gets distributed the coins. There's no way for it to rug out unless every single person leaves from back here. And even then, it's still all done at the same price. You can't lose any money unless you leave before the validated time, which you would lose like 1% in some cases, at the most 15% if you try to leave right as you just started, right? So only get into the ones you really want. Now, we created this launch pad for a particular reason, not so much for us to make money from the transaction fees, but to give people peace of mind when they're getting into coins. You can also share your time with us and become a lifetime member with us, and we will back you on the coin, which means that we'll invest in your coin. You can also add attribution to our system to where we'll not only invest, but we'll show you in our shows, we'll put you in our websites. You'll have free access to all our tools, our bots, everything while your coin's being launched. Now, I know this is a lot to wrap your head around. Like, why are we talking about pump fund and fair sales and all that stuff? Because we needed to make a difference. We make a difference already with our bots, with being transparent and honest and upfront, with low barrier of entry, with little minimal amounts and so much value in everything. We wanted to create this. As soon as we launch this in the next weeks to come, we'll also be launching our fair sale system as well. That'll be straight to Radium at that level. But there are so many things that we have coming. But this is one of the biggest ones that we have there. And I'm very happy that I had a chance to show this process and tell you all about it as well. All right, between Shogunix and all the great stuff, I think the biggest alpha that we have is the success of this particular show. With all the great people that are here today, we're approaching our second hour, and we just hit, as of right now, we just hit our 1900. We're 1901. You know, that's some pretty good series there. 1901 right there, super powerful. 1901, 770, 330, 311. Space Cadet with his 448. Awesome job. Synccoin with 280. And again, these little power-ups here, man, this is awesome. If we talk slow enough for the next 10 minutes, we might hit 2,000, which would be my mark that I would like to get, but I'm not going to make you all sit around and wait for that. All right. At this end part of it, we've shared the alpha. We've been good friends here the entire time. I want to give an opportunity to all of our panelists and our co-hosts to come out and say their final pieces of everything that we are and what we've done today. Let us know how well we did, or, let your community, whatever final message that you want to come out and say, how do you get, you can't get dropped down to the bottom, Ransom. I don't know what's happening to you. Yeah, not you little bugger. Let's start with you, Ransom, since you're the last to get into that process. Is there anything that you would like to say out there to the world as a final message for the Shogun Gun Show?
First thing I want to say is this is honestly, I totally agree with you. This is the craziest alpha for you guys. I love this show. I love the format. You are obviously you were built for this, Max. You've got that face for radio. No, this is incredible. I think it's so well done. I love the format of the show. I really, really like this. I'm so bullish on it moving forward. And I want to say too, I hate the timing of having to get my breaker replaced.
Oh no.
There he is. He's back. Oh, he's gone again.
Oh no.
I got
me now.
Power.
Sorry about that. Someone was calling me. Okay. Yeah, so I love this. I hate that I had to be distracted for this show. I literally just had to have my breaker replaced in my house. So I'd love to come back sometime and be able to actually stream it from the main account. But man, this has been fantastic. I love the format, and it's been incredible to be here.
Thank you, Ransom. We appreciate you. And I know, we got a chance to meet some of your contractors there. Hopefully all your breaker stuff happens as well. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you being here today. All right. So I guess next, let's jump over to GB from Memezilla.
Yes, it was an amazing show. I was about to say amazing space.
What kind of is a space? It's a new way to do spaces, but yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, exactly. I like the format. I had some issues, some technical issues, because it is my first time participating in this type of show, but I liked it. It was amazing. I could not stream on Memezilla account because I do not know how to do it yet. Next time, hopefully, I can do that. Thanks for having me here. What you guys, it was amazing. And of course, Trader Max and you Quentin, you guys are killing it. Keep it up, and I am glad to be partnering with you guys.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, GB. Every time you come and show for Memezilla, Memezilla is a special part in our heart for our relationship and everything that we've gotten and work with you guys. We got a lot of great stuff coming for every single person, because every one of those coins we're going to bring in our launch. You guess what we're bringing them to, right? We're bringing them over to the Memezilla to get a little place and piece of that action over there as well, and let people know some great tools over there that there's available. So we appreciate you. I think next up is all dolled up from Sharby. I have to tell you, you are an awesome professional. I like your showmanship. I know that there's a great kinship that we can develop and have that relationship back and forth, being in each other's shows and having some fun there. I can't wait to have a chance to sit down and just do a whole show about you and who you are and what you have built there.
I love that, Max. I'm actually really happy because I can tell you that for all of us that are working behind the PFPs every day for our projects, and then also trying to keep up to date on what everyone else around us is doing. It's funny. I think I told Shane in DMs, I'm like, it's so hard because I want to go in and do my own research. But when you are, you're in getting gritty and grinding, it's so hard sometimes. And so the spaces like this allow us to pause for a moment and see the amazing things being built right around us. So I am so happy that I got just more of an in-depth to the projects that joined today, more in-depth look at Shogun. I'm fascinated as well. And for everyone listening out there on X, the things that are free, go follow the speakers and the projects today. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to buy a bag to do that. Join their Telegram, and really that DYOR. Do your research. Look at wallets. Do take those deep dives if you're in that you're looking to invest, because there are some quality projects out there that are building for sustainability, building for the long term, and we are here trying to forge that path. So I appreciate you all. I hope to be back. It's hard to cram 2 years into maybe 3 to 5 minutes, but
exactly. Right?
I appreciate the 3 to 5 minutes. The 1 minute ones always get me flustered because I'm like, what do I say in 60 seconds? But just give Sharby a follow on X, come into our Telegram, and I appreciate you all. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. If you're watching this after the fact and you're on YouTube, or you're watching this in the X format, please, and down below in the pinned post below, there's descriptions to and links to every single coin that was here today, whether we're Shiller panelists or sponsors. So make sure that you do share that love. Get the action out there, because this show is very important to us and how we're building it, and we're growing every day. I don't even know what it's going to look like in a month from now, what this is, because we're just having such a great time with this. And when you got this much positive energy happening and the team behind it, and Shane and Crypt and YOLO and all the people that are behind the scenes promoting and protecting the TG, great job to everybody. So thank you very much, all dolled up. We will definitely have you back. I hope as another person, or just a show or an interview or what have you. I can't wait for that process to happen too.
Definitely. I'm in.
And I guess last but not least in the panelists and the sponsor in this show is our friends from who. That was a big buildup for a small reaction. There we go. From Stink Coin, we got Space Cadet, who is the mouth, if you will, or the butt. I don't know. Which one are you in this level? It's just pretty cool.
Well, I'm kind of more like the nose. I love the smells that I'm picking up in this show. Let me tell you, it's my first that I've attended that's like this, and I can see a ton of benefit. And just the way, I've never had this many listeners on an X space, and I'm not technically even paying attention to X right now. I'm just all up in this chat right here, So great job, guys. The innovation is on point, and I see a bright future ahead. You guys are selling shovels in a gold rush, and that's incredible. I'm so happy to be connected here, and everybody on the panel as well. One thing about Stinkcoin, I just want to say, pretty soon the entire world will smell us, and it's no small part thanks to you guys here for what you do. So just really appreciate it. One final shill, not for the coin itself, but rather a product of the community. We're doing some incredible stuff with content. Please check out our YouTube at youtube.com/stinkcoiner. And we have some incredible music, if I do say so myself. Every style is covered, and there's more to come. But this is how we become viral and we get the word out, the smell out. Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. We appreciate you. Stinky P as well. I appreciate you being here, kind of hanging on. Even said you weren't going to be the voice, but I'm glad you got a chance to come out and talk today.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
All right, is one last couple of small things before I get my co-host to say their final piece. Bitches, we hit 206 people. 2,006 people. I think 206 people. Yeah, whatever. But 2,000 people. Congratulations to all of you. This is a wonderful occasion. Another all-time high. Every single show. The last 6 shows in a row, every single one has been an all-time high. Thanks to all of you today. Let me jump you over to read off the final numbers here. We'll probably be even higher, but right now at the 209 that we got to on this little thing here, Shogun Crypto's at 836, Sharby Coin at 314, Mr. Trader Max at 88, Space Cadet at 461, and Stink Coin at 308 with the final Amy and whoever else is with Amy. Maybe YOLO's over there. I don't know. YOLO and Amy are the two ones on Shogun's Trader Max's YouTube channel. So we're going to have to get that up. Next show, we are going to attempt to launch into our TikTok version of this. Since StreamYard doesn't really work with TikTok directly, we have some API stuff that we're putting together to make it fire off. And then we really have to see, because we have 15,000 organic followers over on that network. We don't buy any of our followers, by the way. Everything that we get is exactly organic, sitting at 2024 right now. Mr. Amos, man, I know that you've been a co-host with us for a little while. You've been quiet, but that's okay. I appreciate you being here no matter what as a backup, keeping the chat going, keeping things flowing. The 12-year-old giggle in there is always fun, especially when we have a few farts in there. We appreciate you.
Yeah. No, I enjoy being here. Like you said, even as a backup or a minor contributor, but it's always fun. So it's always fun to hear about all these projects and be a part of the conversation.
Feel free as we get our tempo down to jump in anytime as well and get this process on. But thank you for being here today.
For sure.
Mr. Quinton, with everything that's happened today and in the world of what we have going on in our real life and everything, what do you have to say for a final note for everything here?
This community that we're putting together, that we're building together, is fantastic, because not only is Shogun a wonderful space in itself, but we're also working together with all these other fantastic communities to sort of build one fantastic space. Everyone in here, I think, like even coming in the before little meeting briefing that we would have, I remember when Sharby started to stream hers, she put in Stinky inside of there because he's the one that's sponsoring this show.
Yeah.
So it's like little things like that everyone inside of here does for each other is really what makes this space so fantastic for us, and why I think personally that we've hit it so well with the numbers on this show. And so like that, combined with how hard the outreach team and how hard everyone is working inside of Shogun to get this thing working is fantastic to see. I'm not inside of crypto for too long, but from my position right now, from what I see, there's no other place quite like this. So thank you, everyone inside of Shogun. Thank you, everyone inside of here, for working so hard and for being a part of this, because it's truly you is what makes this the way that it is.
Absolutely. Great words, bud. Nice job. As we wind down to the end of the show here, 2,037 people watching, and you're watching the show here. Please make sure that you get through and like and follow and share everything you can. I must tell you that I'm in this industry to make a difference, not just to make money for me and my family and my friends, but everything that we do has to be on the right and honorable side of things. And it's very difficult to be sincere when shit happens that hurts you or you miss out. I don't like the term FOMO. I don't like the term of scarcity in that stuff. It makes me feel like I have to starve and flight and fight at the same time. My reaction to a lot of the bullshit that happens around me is just let it be. Do whatever it's going to do. You know how to fight. You know how to walk. You know how to run. You know how to swim. You can cook for yourself. Then you can survive anything that life puts in your way. This comes from a person who's been through a lot. I've been through too much to even mention here on this show. It's not to actually make you feel sorry for me and make you feel like I'm the most unluckiest person. I am the luckiest person you probably would ever meet in this world. I've had a chance to get through the diversity of life as well as build these connections and relationship. If there's one piece of advice that I can tell for every single one of you, doing your own research is a great process to start with, but learn how to build relationship along the way. Sometimes you could go in and sound callous. You know, how many users you got on X? How many people do you got doing this? What's your market cap? You know, I've seen some of the hardest working market caps under 50,000 that you will ever see. And they work every day for their bag. There's no slack of work there. But I've seen the most pretentious, snobbiest people who come in and judge you by the faults that happen to you. I say this a lot in the world, that we're not the makings of the things that happen to us. We are the makings of the things that happen to us and how we respond to them. And it's that response that makes us who we are. For those that deal with issues and problems out there in the world by going and attacking others and calling them names and beating them down, that's no better than a schoolyard bully. And how do those work out, right? We know what happens to those. In our world, with the shammers and scammers and everybody out there, go out there and just ask questions. Sincere, honest, empathetic. Get out there and ask the questions, because the true nature will show itself when the question is asked with honesty and with the intents to help. Also, apply value. You know, don't just walk in a room and say, you know, tell me everything about your coin. I need to know before I invest. You know, how can you help? How can you be a part of the solution? That's another big thing. Be a part of the raid team, but don't just raid. Communicate, talk, have fun. Enjoy your time, because this time is going to be short. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's coming for this industry, and it's going to be probably spearheaded by a lot of bigger people than us. But as far as our network goes, enjoy your time. Meet up with great coins like Sharby and Stinkcoin and others that are here, Sassy, Memezilla. Everybody's here with that flavor to work hard and make things work. With that said, as my family always says, the best revenge is living well. So go out there, enjoy your life, and of course, live well. I'm Trader Max. This has been a Shogun gun show with over 2,060 people here on January 21st, 2025. We had great conversations. This is all going to be on whatever your favorite devices and system out there. Make sure you like and follow and hit those links below of all those great panelists and shillers that are in the show as well. To all my panelists and all my family and friends here, thank you again. We'll see you next time. And that's Thursday. Keep in mind, if you're going to be, if you're watching and you haven't been here yet, you might want to get here. We're going to hit another all-time high, because we got some pretty big people for Thursday show. Yeah, Ransom. Did you have a question, or were you saying bye-bye? All right. You guys take easy. We're going to throw out the banner for saying goodbye. We'll see you next time. And again, as always, live well. Did you have a question, or were you saying bye-bye?
No, I was saying bye-bye. I'm sorry. I'm on a delay. Whenever I reconnected, it muted you, so now I'm on the delay.
No worries. See you later.